Hey guys, and welcome to Warrior Wednesday. This is gonna be a little bit different because I'm getting ready to cook some chicken on the grill, but I wanna talk about this week. This video is gonna be about preparing to train for self-defense. Because if you're just starting out and you wanna learn self-defense skills, they have to be trained daily, weekly, until you create a habit. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. What it's going to take to create a habit, whether it's for, and this carries over into other things, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's exercise, fitness, projects that you have to do for work, things that you have to do, that have to get done, that you want to get done. That's what we're going to talk about today. Creating the habit of training. All right, if you've never trained in the martial arts, I mean, if you have, then you know what it takes. It's gonna take repetition and it's gonna take a long time. You know, everybody's different, but it's gonna take some time to learn. And, you know, it's not something that comes overnight. And when you start training or you start any kind of endeavor, whether it's learning a martial art or, like I said, learning self-defense, it's gonna take time. You can't rush it. And it's going to take time to create a habit. Most of the time what you hear is that, oh, it takes 21 days to create a habit, 40 days to create a habit. Well, studies now say that on average, it takes 60 to 70 days to create a habit. So you're talking 2 months solid of doing this daily, getting in the habit of doing this daily for 2 months. Actually, what was formerly believed, like the 20-something days, that wasn't long enough, which is why a lot of people, if you go to a gym, a lot of people start out with New Year's resolutions, and by February, they're no longer doing it because they didn't give themselves enough time to create a habit. On average, it takes 66 days to create a habit. Now, that varies because people are all different. You know, some people may take less, maybe they'll take 40 days. Other people will take 6 months to create a habit. And I think it also depends on the difficulty of what it is you're trying to, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. Now, if you want to learn self-defense and you want to get proficient at it, it's going to take training daily, at least, 5 days a week during your week time. I'm not saying you got to train 7 days a week. That would be great, but I can't even get 7 days a week every day. Life happens, things happen. But to create the habit, you have to start somewhere and start doing it daily for about 2 months. So what I suggest, even if it's working out, start out small. Don't sit there and write down this big long list of things that you're going to do every day. All right. Start out first. What days are you going to commit to training? Is it going to be 3 days a week, 5 days a week? Which days are they going to be? What time of day are they going to be? Are you going to get up first thing in the morning as soon as you get out of bed and knock out your training? Or are you going to try and do it after work? I caution about doing it after work because depending on what your job is, if you have a very stressful job or a very stressful day at work, chances are you're going to come up with 50 million excuses why you can't or don't want to or shouldn't do your training because you're too tired, you had a long day, I didn't get enough sleep last night, whatever the excuse is. At the end of the day, after work to me, it's tougher to stick to the habit. So I like training first thing in the morning. I love it. It's the greatest way to start the day. By the time you're done, your body's wide awake, your blood's pumping, and you're focused, your mental faculties are intact, you're good to go, And it's a great way to start the day because then when you get to work, you're even more productive than normally if you don't do anything before work because your body's awake, you're charged up, and you're amped up, and you're ready to go. So that should improve your work performance at work. And then if you have a bad day or a stressful day, or if you have a very physical job and you're physically wiped out by the end of the day, you don't have to worry about it because your workout was done already. You did it in the morning, you knocked it out, and now you can go home and crash. So first, decide what days are you going to work out, and then decide what time of day you're going to work out. Get those two down. I'll wait. Okay, so once you got those figured out, the next thing is start out small. And what I suggest, there's videos already on this channel about the most effective hand strikes for self-defense, and I'll put the link below. Start out with just working on hand strikes. And then for fitness, if you haven't worked out and you're not in the habit of working out, start working out just abs, because abs is the body part that everybody wants, but nobody likes to do. So, everybody thinks, oh, I'll just throw in a couple of sets of abs at the end of the workout. And normally they don't get done, or they're just rushed through and they're not done properly so that you don't get any desired effect. So try to start out small and work on just one thing at a time. We're just only talking for 2 months until you develop that habit of training for self-defense and to be fit to fight. You are developing the habit. That's where it's got to start. So start out small. Get up, whatever time of day you decide to train, set aside an hour, 45 minutes minimum to an hour. But if you only have 20 or 30 minutes, do it. Just commit to a time and get it in there daily. Start out small. Start working on your strikes. Okay, and just pick 1 or 2 of the strikes out of that video, and then just start training the strikes, practicing the strikes, practicing, training both sides, making sure you're doing your left side and your right side. Then on the fitness side of it, you're going to just focus on abs. Just worry about doing crunches, 3 sets of crunches, like 50 to 100 or till failure, whatever you can do. And supersetted with leg raises. So you're going to do crunches, as many as you can do. And then immediately put your hands under your hips and do leg raises, as many as you can do. Then you're going to rest. Then once you've got your breath, again, for 2 more sets. And that's it. That's your workout. It should take no longer than 45 minutes, probably take you about 30. If you train to do 100 to 200 strikes each hand with each one of the strikes that you're going to train, and then knock out your abs. Start out small. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. You don't want to sit there and go, okay, I'm going to do 1,000 punches and 1,000 kicks of each side, and I'm going to do this big long list of techniques, because you're going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to be wiped out. You're going to be sore the next day, and you're going to fall off the wagon before you even get on it. So plan out your day and start small. All right. Just pick a couple of techniques to master. The first basic techniques, your lead strikes, your lead hand strike, whether it's the vertical punch or the boxer's jab, and then your rear strike, being sure to turn your body. Work on those things, those 2 strikes alone, and then add the ab work. That's your workout. 60 days. So the first month, strikes and abs. That's it. Second month, switch techniques or add a couple more techniques, and then add push-ups to that for another 30 days. At the end of that 60 days, you should have developed the habit of working out daily, and you should want to. Your body will get used to it. If you do it first thing in the morning, you're going to wake up ready to go. If you do it at the end of the day after working out or after work, at the end of your shift, your body knows that it's going to be going into working out, and it's going to start getting ready. You're going to start getting energized. And the days that you decide to miss, or on your off days, you're going to miss it. You're going to want to work out. And if you want to, go right ahead. It's not going to hurt anything, but you're going to want to work out. After that 60 days is done, you should be good to go, and your habit should be down. You should be waking up or whenever your training time is, your body should be ready to go, and you should be well on your way to training and having a training program down, and have it be a habit to develop your self-defense skills. If you enjoyed this video or you find it useful, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and share this with anybody else, because these same habits carry across to anything, whether it's just plain fitness, working out, whether it's studying a new language. You got to create a habit. Set the time aside and do it, and expect it to take 2 months. 2 months of focused dedication. After that 2 months, you should be good to go for a long, long time. So if you got any questions, please put them in the comments below. Again, be sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up so other people can see it and learn. And be sure to come back here every Wednesday, where we have Warrior Wednesdays, videos geared toward self-defense training at home, learning self-defense, not only to become a warrior in the street, but a warrior in life. Until next week, keep training hard. God bless, and we'll talk to you then. And now it's time to throw these babies on the grill. And just so you guys know, this is just chicken breasts. But man, if you guys have never tried a rub on your chicken, this Grill Mate brown sugar bourbon, the best. To me, it's like my absolute favorite. I put it on chicken. I put it on steak. It's awesome. Give it a try. And this ain't a commercial, but I'm just a cooking tip. Give it a try. Put it on just before you throw them on the grill. Let them sit on there for a couple minutes. Throw them on the grill. The flavor is amazing. So again, until next time, take care. Just so you guys know what they look like finished, that is the finished product. And it's time for dinner.